Notorious bandit leader Bello Turji has extended olive branch to the political and traditional authorities in his state of Zamfara, pledging to lay down his arms on condition of cessation of hostilities on all sides. I thought El-Rufai told us that, when you talk about bandits, that you cannot proscribe them as terrorists. A lot of people who are giving all manner of excuses not for them not to be proscribed or to be called terrorists, because they don't have a particular leader, they don't have a particular person who is fronting this agenda. Oh, it is not a religious whatever, it is not this, it is not whatever, giving all manner of excuses. And these guys, they are doing worse things than even the so-called terrorists, the real terrorists that we know according to definition. They are worse than that. So now this name has been flying for some time now, that is the leader of the bandits, Bello Turji. So where is he coming from now? Where is this one coming from now? If not the leader. All of them, the Gumi will tell you, oh, they are just, even with his, what is this man's name? Siseme Rufai told us that they are just business person, that you can't compare them with IPOB. How many people, if not, to me, everybody's entitled to use their own opinion. But with this kind of government that we have, the previous government and the government of the day, all the governments that we've had in the past, they are not sincere with the people. Hardly can you believe what they tell you. Hardly do you believe what they tell you. So this issue of every now and then IPOP did this, the ESN did this, oh, na lie. It's just for people to believe. Really, if these guys are really terrorists, why is it that the government is now lobbying for other countries to proscribe them? Why is the federal government lobbying if really they are terrorists in the first place? Before Nnamdi Kanu was captured in Kenya, the man has been going from one country to another. And that is the same question I've been asking. That if really this man is a terrorist, just like a federal government has been making noise all about, why is it that they have not apprehended this guy? Kenya, as a government, as a country, they have a case to answer with the manner at which they brought Nnamdi Kanu. That is a different story altogether, a story for another day. Now they will tell you that, oh, we have Nnamdi Kanu who is doing this, who is saying this, who has who his face. So this Turji, Nnamdi Kanu does not cover his face. You see all this Boko Haram and the rest of them, they always cover their faces. The bandits or whatever they call them, they always cover their faces. He's not covering faces. He's telling you, you cannot see Nnamdi Kanu, which everybody knows. And for those who are always talking nonsense, if you see Nnamdi Kanu on the road, will you not want to take selfie with him, to take pictures with him? Would you do that? Are you going to be running when you see him? Hey, this is Nnamdi Kanu, you begin to pick race? But can you do the same thing with Shekau even before he died, according to what we were told that he died? Can you see Shekau and say, oh, you want to? Yeah, you can't even go near him. So all of you who are talking nonsense, hey, hip-hop is a terrorist group, this and that. If you see terrorists, you go feel stand. You will feel wait. You go feel wait if you see terrorists. You go feel wait. You go feel even go near them. They're telling us all manner of stories. I'm even surprised. It's not writing Buhari. So it's writing Buhari as what now? All of them are pretending as if they don't know where these guys are. Every day, Gumi goes to their place with army, with security men, and they are telling us they are looking for them. Who is fooling who? Let them continue. He's not writing that they want to cease fire on condition of a cessation of hostilities on all sides. They should not attack them. You can imagine. The federal government last month promised to ruthlessly deal with bandits after a federal high court in Abuja consented to the government's application to designate the gunmen as terrorists. A letter conveying this intention addressed to President Muhammadu Buhari, Governor Bello Matawalle, and the Emir of Shikamfi, dated December 14th, 2021, was dispatched to Shikamfi by Turji's emissary. A resident of Shikamfi, who is part of the town security committee, confirmed the authenticity of the 3-page letter according to a report by Daily Post. This is not the first time he would communicate to the communities through a letter. In September, he wrote a joint letter with another kingpin, Halilu Sububu, warning residents of imminent attacks. Turji's peace moves come at the time Nigeria security forces intensified offensive against the bandits, leading to ransacking of some of other locations by air and ground troops. In the past week, there have been at least 5 attacks on bandits' location around Turji's areas of operations. On Thursday, an airstrike on bandits loyal to Turji's ally, Halilu, claimed many lives and injured many others, according to a source briefed about the attack. According Around the same time, there were other air and ground operations around Isa and Sabon, Beni local governments of Sokoto State and Shikamfi in Zamfara State, where several bandits were reportedly killed, while many of them fled the offensive. It was also gathered that another air interdiction conducted on Saturday around Gebe in Bafarawa district in Sokoto State claimed the lives of 9 women, 6 children, and 1 gunman. In the wake of the confusion created by the military operation, hostages are said to be fleeing from the bandit camp to reunite with their families. Today, some 10 persons from Shinkamfi had gotten back. I heard some others had come in this evening as well, but I have not confirmed that. The bandits had abandoned their cattle and the hostages, only that we don't know if they are fleeing or going to face the troops, said Alhaji Ali Labo, a Shinkafin resident. In an audio clip obtained by a reporter, on named residents of the area was also heard talking about the successes of the military operation in the area, as he reported that bandits were seen abandoning their guns and running. In the letter written in Hausa, Turji re-echoed bandits' familiar justifications of their campaign of violence, which he said was due to long-term injustice and killing of their own people. He lamented ongoing killings by the bandits' gangs, the Yankasai and security forces, as he appealed for bring the conflict to an end through disbanding Yankasai volunteer guards groups. He promised to turn in his own arms if that is done. Prior to the dispatching of the letter, however, our correspondents had exclusively learnt about Turji's overtures, including his intention to speak out and propose a peace deal following pressures from some of his key associates who feared that his hardline posture was exposing all of them to danger. This newspaper had on December 8 exclusively reported how bandits were making peace with communities over fear that the clearing up the forested area they occupy at the end of the rainy season would open up their camps for easy counter offensives. In the same story, we also reported how an emissary was sent to Turji. He had turned back a similar delegation in November who had reportedly went to appeal to him to embrace peace. The gunmen had been particularly ravenous since the start of the rainy season some 6 months ago, launching ceaseless attacks on farming communities in parts of Zamfara, Sokoto, Katsina, Kaduna, and Niger states. The attack made a lot of farmers to abandon their farmlands, even as the gang leaders imposed levies in form of labor and cash on those allowed to access their farms. Turji's loyalists had for many days at the beginning of December launched incessant attack on the Shinkafi Sabon road following the airstrike which killed parents and other family members of Turji's associates Dan Bokolo last month. Very, very unfortunate. Very disgraceful northerners. Very soon you will hear some shameless northerners supporting the bandits for ceasefire without knowing the meaning and implication. Shame to you. Bagam, I suspect foul play. They need time to strategize new moves. Turji, or whatever you name yourself, hear this. Whether or not you are arrested, it doesn't matter. But I assure you, 100% that the fire that will roast you forever is increasingly waiting to engulf your soul. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Do you believe in all this cock and bull story, letter or whatever writing to Buhari? We hear you.